You were all a heather wheel without. Oh, you're snipers, nevning it out, but nevning it, repairs, nevners, nevning it, this, there's nevning it, that nevning stuff. Why, hang on, I need to be ready to stand out with this stuff. It's a pull up, stand in was a bolt. Oof, and fellow beat must, snare, foot, fellow beat must, near, but near, funnel, snap, stubborn elf, sarpus, we saw the standards that give life, folks, and get with your what, sharks, you not be spoke. I can't bring this issue, there's no free line, we can must sarpus, if you're in a little, I can't bring this sarpus, hawk, look, I remember what the back, I am a cat, this is no must spoke, we can must sarpus, I am a cash stuff, I can leave from what gets a given nervous, you know, misses you on a Carolina, and you skin bury. Ralph was off feeling this kind of little Skylar assassinating you, was, and if I become by this, you're up these lines. Yeah, whoa, initially popular with cash stuff, and I've been at the thin and related young backer fat last, so you're below when the abs did acid, and I produced as this here, where the acid in off states in any. Now, still looking at Bill Wurtz, yeah, so you're not going to buy a moon as you host, still looking at better after your still for it's not going to send knock along your still better after very. So I smith off, you're not going to skims the line. See, absolutely, see what? Small, but I've been a very shim. That's never the skin I ops, no look, the big sister. Laura with an Navy, but I went, yup. Small, but I've thought in. Yes, Mr. Alvo Beaton is an option that dogs and Mrs. Command catch the word, but in their finger of it. Sir, I whistle goose that's still, Sir Snaps at deep stuff, or bear soft, nothing that's no weed, but I work to survey your chrome, neighbor gets it. And actually, with an option over no one, and the land of me picks, and actually, the scathler, as any mark, we never lost them, and actually, there's an ash cycle. You pass no river, snail, the bad Albert stuff, mass messes that that's the bit deep, and I little on the village with an omst, wider get feeling up, spare in the zoosh. Her ill shadow now be big with an ops, nights a cat, whiskey, nights a cat, line sin up, screw without. Go up and floss on brats, and my never had things under for a night, my ah. There's the niece, see, blur, must find his machine, the Lord on east. There's in it. Yup. That's the syrup. Yes, you know, I'd wish if this is in what. Most helps get together for possums like it. I have as usual the long like now, helps go start in the missile cat, you dream, Shiner, it is, or snick for Azurly. Man, it's the opposite. They're always the only man period that has goes, and see in your knocking laps in it. Yes, this group is the trams, or I'm chat some moving at either like your Steve Cat Teamers. Get access to very fair give up, but in Derek Simonaki, see whom with the road no idea when those eyes didn't send the drop, push down your rock and dicks the Galaxy no penis neon, it's to say. Well, wait, didn't get there with tell me, sister. I better work knock, see what I send in. Eagers, there, but eagers, biscuit. Ralph Merrill meaning about always not if this name or with wing of rock, but I couldn't discuss this. Get next up. Now I'm not very ideal. She wished to think he was not, sir. Ralph man about I like swine, the floor was very. Mass, it's a cash day up to the river line. Number 5 goes to Roser Girl with the carrots, not a wish up. In immersion, he'll be the Roser fact. No more custody, no, we wear was. Row, air, even exit. Snake, so ethical. No world war, what's this? Row, salads, and sorrow, what is that bird? Number 5 Xavier, when the fag out, Lord, Nick, Ricky, wheel, and disguise the ship. Number 5 remarks, soon, Nick, and number 5 Glory, feel it, the Irish, solving the every ass to us, and I. Sealed him in the low and knife sitting in the short we didn't get in. Mine came now, I'm an act, but I'm an act, get there, blessed. Says it, never mind. Naps not even milk with us, naps not even milk stuff. Naps not milk be wished up. Oh, we're looking along at my smells, but a big source nick naps, yep. Our own working color, those stuff, and I'm inside, but I never stayed standing. Here we go, it's just near from under. It's a half of the bear bequeaths and Ilmeric's very dissacrifice bear still going out. With the scam attack, I keep him now with getting this very end of the star like it's just doing the side ring, the stuff, and I'm doing it nick in the neck. I said it, I never look so your veils, so the wider get feeling off states down. Easier, quickness, not position. Often they're on the even near right in their best spine. Mine's blessing in the right scale doing the shoe of every last day. Svelio system. This will not open as much as the salt. It's an egg finger cocking for the sheep out set up together making out for a sharp under. Allow them with weakness, he is felt by the blood with him, and if he say here's in their bus, he is the lot of mutton, look at him and ash net the heel shat gross. My boy, I did get them at the guitars in their bus, and ash just if they're I get out, we did summer flats out in their bus, and ash, yeah, it's near some stuff with him, I never knocking it, snare some sniffing in the. For I look at Nicholas man, this niche of those hairs, Captain is niche, but fast in their feet in it. Game Nicholas, or I, but the meats, nurse that had her gifts is your snip in the bizarre on the Carmen Dallin and the nipping, and I get back Carmen Dall's look at. And I'll know it's mission, baby, look up. Got me, and I'll know it's mission, baby, look up. Bury your rocket in your knee, open this. I'd snare for Josh and Zuhio. Roll flips, I think I think it out. Sir Simon, the lick ups lost with your folks, veils to the ships, and the shoe of a revade, I feel, and it ought to see. I don't feel we can be far as I can. I'm baggage never no muscles in the far as I bring it a grave. Spur this was the hell of this life with the most. Society snaps that's her what's new. Can get out. Corpse is near for you. And I can fit those turns their friend that's found. Corpse is near fine. Name what's plus near. Or if we don't listen up and during your health attack arm as a sweet. I can't remember all I hang a scat yourselves. And there was salt. Corpse who sick. And there they did six sobs who target fit. That's near from under bubble. Sobs who hair saw wish to stanch the sharp and victim. Shacks a dream of this. So in the stale excited. Wow, what feel with this is floor where out in the lotion to shoot up in a shacks a dealer. Finger fires near from under. Very good biggest is so this is shown on its kind of your veil suit on the sticker film you over the fire made like was and nay breaking the no it's laser me damn zero should lorp say showing it it's that the shock on stuff there selves at least two in the shock or vibes at sea let it one like I'm a thrown the in is taking the gnome in the shock fast some snitch the press it Matter smith is moves are spill on the floor stud in the fast some snitch the press it snare from an get a smith now we need it to get the pain and on to sit the tally rips layers on near and there's helps in the look and the shiny near out and the lotion to get the near the alligator. Over you can yarn about this gives a sharp for the pines it is to give Bill sewer off man what I for and he nothing or no loose this and the siphon yummy but when the shammer from the set up with the rust like scabbed down to quote moods in earth around this house and see Ralphie Nan's research the puff makes step the slopes and it lost the slopes that life but I over out and again and the sweets and the shirky Accurate the British accent for that the run with mouse even accurate the games Nagan sure pimps is sure if Mr. I need no gibbs there Mr. Vovu negative the sharp games on the out by exams market pain with the Vovu rather here impressive and it's in my florine was sitting here and was her spat and knock the vexes to very ill in it for no one or it's steer goes farther out my egg and the side Laura with the fast stick good as it is now large nah but see it's her vexing and the short rope cervixing and show you this nice you was heck See one, Laura will look at my only got being now for the mirror. I don't naps it, is to the surface. Look at the set that get everywhere. What on? It opposite looks the line of with the car. You can see the box and look for the surface. Yep. In the area where the office back will say, self-helps, look at this. It slops. Nope. There's helps needing very nap, but bigger from the opposite semi skirting, but I can't skirting, but I the spike. Her out my niece is it, but they're not going to be used. Scope him, stellar, and busy. Throw me regular next. Guess how can you it rocked up, but I'll reckon with the fnash. They're really zealous. What? Half. Hush, numb. They hash the pump. They stop the hump. They hash the pump. They hash numb. They hash the hum. Let's no now you lost ocean quick look. Alright, and there is many good should not dream. Yeah, you got it. Now it's just very fast spoke. Apps get sealing on the shirk let's reface it or they'll make us do and the shirk never zeal. Apps not an apps like in the social area bang your knock here by share bang over in the shirk. That's no revenge there was that out. I know better the roast no exist there was say alarm bang it. Hold him in there. Rather out man is it. Gills name. Dash sit the look with lost the gilly hope said their wide knife system. Mouth the not sticking mouth the not does it. I think it even easy with the kitchen shade no long on without the caffeine or skirt come out say those. Nah, no, let's have a white that sing it no exian. Serving the sun did even this is so long and yeah, that's not this is just an Never like the rocket to on still in the draw a bit to us in the first I make it just day work fast they're knocking on my day. Reds and I got hurry so sick. Felt and I have to load but I don't know so well about what's it. Slime so the this is in the sky lost albert. Snail albert. Slade there's you some stacks now they see what I haven't did so much over us. Yes you can did it. Yes your goods that I didn't know which guy we decide now little hiccup get no we now arm. Yeah well not a little hiccup get you because I said the ricks behind it. What the lock of the why didn't it? Why didn't you? I mean it's going to someone alarm so it's going to out my niece and zip this. Skirt is nice to see. Now it's the robust mail that's no near knocking out. Heard up now. Yeah, let's do now. Sminging good. But I've never want to be an emergency chest. Ralph, my name, a real hut. Ralph, my name, a real serve my own skin, but there's a book. Fine, right, fat, what, sir, the vacation, the so sneak out with us, sir, the vacation, sir, it's it. Sneak up, that's just man in and block bigness, the sales, but I'm a stave, no side. He'll never come in in it, and I'll be fat, and I'll miss now, and throwing the throwing the north, throwing no again, your old scar, match, no, I don't even throwing, sir, throwing the snare, fan, the snare, flocky, pretty little, was the making a corpse, snare, fan, Ralph, my name over the rock, be listening in that but this earth, my name over into their sarpus. Some circle for when it gets down, needed there, puss it up, and then burying them in the exhibit with passing air. Oh, I know them and then yell, you know. That's not an almost the dream or figure through a good face. I've seen that to remember. So I really hope and I really hope this. So I really hope and I really hope and market the lesson. So I get the fits in your stuff. Stand and look, and I'm either mouse and it's just my silver side eyed guy, but so I had it. My silver was you. So we're from reserve third, no matter. Are you a lost money? Itself. But I must have not acknowledged her. I've made him over. I was a lawyer with her knock give him. Said that I still came to night and fit do it and I feel that I was staying over a minute. Get far as that gun was last need is that extra strong over wish the nice took it was raised the Mahomes are so ugly written I'm of a path not yours I need be ring the beat. When Nick's our nuts the min is I never so many you say so but getting it so that I know she's Nick or pain is that skirt quick last year that's and she here neither one gets discouraged quick. No we're writing a shilly pop it is do history know us. And we need to fix those so many more runs now if such a fair they fast as you just get out man of a repair no more not out evening apes no more with this no more not near bro more as we say surf her not schmidt surf it books it we're not out my it books it off won't be more rubber with so just look give it here way what if I can do need to knock this arrow shit what is what? You're not so out in there, out, man. We'll run the villa out. Sales net. Talk was not us out, man. I get this. So make your either his sark necklace. Here they get the witch. You're excited. I'm really about no, it is. It's small little bit of the willow fry. Was it in the sky? No winning against in Europe with the spike. Out manager with a member. Nike is a spell of growth of an ash tea root for no or plus the spingle version of Zudo Zucker. When you can get your better sales biggest than see that's your out Nathan is still ring the up seal it is cat I did a stew here student yes on my birthday your but I'm just I know I'm failed me I close no said that I still working really about from the stimulus really about pushing it reflecting it a severance and really about if me gives to me so yeah I must this air in the real nail more in the head will be better out thinking the rest of sewage did this nail more on it nerves get so far from the nearest to them out name the eats and more with this yeah sales brass neither one gets neither up with this yeah sewage did this out neither up with this out the other one shake the figure some get the figure get the one shake the figure get stuff. It is circus never scaled win. You're from the loud nerves time and so other you like. See if a self name your feathers. If a self name breathes or own book, the nigger they get plus get up and ashty. Or with serve the snail listening out with folks and they read the same. This helps without with Heldo. Snack then. You'll go back to the snow. Snack on it. Snack on it, but they're not no one. Snack on it, that's that. You're upset that would I never super. Helps get the listen to flutter of how we get free for all had the deal free for all had the existing head booger much stick on con. Man used to be on the feet out my either should be bung I get the sour deal for. That's doing Air Subi, I that air gets our manager for out in your cock very day that's just your nice and got very here whatever fast stopping against very day that's just here with that. So I don't book that I hang your gift substitute making a hair so what purpose did not swoop. Said that I just do the work now I'd with cat for their own good I had to get feeling all those fear stirring that I see exit I don't do and on this just do it up with that get step out but stadium in all about but still number out my nearest sees maker see no scam get bus see no academics and sheen see no scam day there the back skew see no scams and sheen scam all either some dash dream mystery Mercury, that's in this, they got like the on no, just not really Layers of his bar slopes, that's the layers of his cat make with scat now, for there's a little still I'm most of seem like a sauce. And like the machine with the line spouse, she's not with it. 7 9 still we can't be the story in it. If this is a good but got so be so to be mine in this all they are ruined. No, can't do sick. No, Christmas she's a little still ever versus it. Don't make us stop. Scare the manager of video, but scare the deep something. The lot. Scare. So ready back on open in it. Out many minute. So hurt the whoopee. Let's path. On. See if the little him in this does it could be bit. The lock room needs to seal him. That's all. I must get a grind. So honestly, whoop it out. How to get further away. No limit allow me. No, sick whistle. This day girl, we must not really down murder. And this was nail off on the nest. Neither no ships to be. This is what I'm that's me. This is very. If mum the mail, so I'm myself. Me, maybe our sister, whether I win. No limit allow me. Well, you're in the live river. Bring out those news. Right, so get out, sensitive to I know people from singing through him, will be roaming him off from the Michael be from their ups and skips and get never know be from the line as I had game will be in a little bit for society in so let's the cash being roof again by will be in roof without been make will be from roof from scans in the back of say no buyers on my server we see news to middle we're laughing at you send it business system him off for that now we're not what I'm doing nothing very scar when you see that so no it's the sign of winter no one air Do it for no hours, I keep bringing it down, because it's like Blue Boston. You mean the nerve family, but no one over by. I do it for Lord Nick out. Say it, Sire comes now, but not pick up. Do it for the station. And I'll be beach at the first. I know got your signal. Oh, hurry, here will come, Nicky. No, some her we right line. Sing it in the finny next to change. Silver those nice easier game. Wait, out, must get this sweat. Scarred it up. Game better like it's carving at. Mouse miss the foot sparrow. Add yellow, calm. Foot sparrow. Get out of the middle of the Lord within about the good syrup. So, man, my green mouse, no man. Reading was my great mouth, Lord, as I did. I bear with drop or bait now with the family energy. Zero sin, I didn't like it, but stop, it's give no sin. I already serve our sithering and exist. And that's neither right off. Hush, now with the family mason. So, me looking. Should we see the right there? Yeah, Murph scroll. Again, heard all in it, again, that you be. Again, zero all. Again, in it, now not, you be able to. And heard all, gathering arches.
I knew it, you're also.
Again, as we used to know. I heard all when the cat book is found out now, no one can go see it. Chef, stop, must this, you be. Heard this now, just the call, wouldn't really wake up. Right, what else they do for fun, they can't make what now, no extra summon and I'm now, no one can summon either. Echo, where's the that is in us? How would now, no one can get and show you lots of fights and summon as that I'll. Chef near since the bird near street with the special of the mirror was now special, no persistent. Smash those back in the VB, my war fall once in a bit. I'm three in that. Will Jackson there revenge disguise her like cafe. Do it for the damn nuts here, make me begin, get here in the shoe, the ring is we. I'll show you the route, but think of the litter. Yes, do I eat Finny status? Plus, never know where the load, but I think I'll plus it out and then there's in the church that we said it. I would nick in a you or better was carving in Arizona no more for what felt needed. When you see a sealer on Murphy damn sheriff and roasting it to do loose look mix eating and I show you the route, but this will be skip back circum wine home and now like a local. Show you the way doesn't it must help. Early and the short lines the lower way out and eat their lang it all free this. Get better of all their molons are old from the editors to make your look. Get better Alex and the meat stops are than them with us nerd all referendum scars so get better zips are number scar me never get better this Sam and him but in it scarring a meal full of brother and not to be hexes you fish what nice girl scarring a meal full of psical sing it against just the ear if the skim next to style enough see scar will never reflect look better outside us it all gonna add in the damn you start against just the room ruins I sure is there here when there must skim shot the out in the nine orbs are circuit yeah in the nine orbs are must damn like such the shoot like you're just looking at extending or like you're just looking at extending or like you're just looking at extending Sips and it's high fish not behind Zilla or what's in the shield is technically no giant was not Kelly soon dear. Well the button of him the must rather do it there and middle behind us not doing this not but soon dear. We splits the signal but no it's just not what is narrowing alpha saying it mustn't not doing not but look here with the spooking there and middle behind us but soon dear. So you're good news get up and it all fair if let's is met on still. Or he's met or get big enough or what's it or like it's considered not no fit it salesman out they can what salesman Нет, достаточно. For him is the wine server who uses it. It's off. Whoop. The rods there with has than that. The rods in that one notes is not. And the fact here you are, but racing it the residual socks doing that. Sips the math never knew no what. Yes, this thing it no what. Get my suit. I almost saw it. Get my seat. No what. Sit there. Snake that you're last night. Now, what do you know? Or what do you know? You're a weird right was snipsty. Or a weird right and it's now that. Or we never been zung it. And if I had it a second, now it's not skip. Or when no. Or when zing it. Why I know something. Or when you can't like a mask no. We see me. That's the whoop, bang out. By the way, the dream of making me. Or most of us so much back off. Or most of us. Look here. Sips needles. I'll run or ya.